Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, and everyone, good afternoon. I noticed that we're missing the one of the team, but since the announcement was made that we meet at 1:30, we don't know when they are coming back, so we're just gonna go ahead and start this part of the debate. So welcome back. And during the break, I understand that the judges were together to do the calculation for the points and scores. So at this time, I'm gonna have the director come up front and announce the result. Director.
So good afternoon. I'm sure this is the moment that everybody's waiting for. I'm not sure who's nervous, whether the debaters or the coaches or the parents or maybe even the judges, those who judged the debate. But please keep in mind that you are all winners. I was just handed the form, and I'm telling myself, I am so glad I am not one of the judges. The scores are so close together, I had to double, triple check to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. I mean, it is so close together. And that means that the judges had such a difficult task trying to, to tally up their scores. But I can assure you that these are lawyers, they're professionals, no bias. We selected our judges based on their qualifications to be judging the debate today. Some of them have actually debated. Some of them have actually been national debaters in their high school, during their high school time. So this is not a foreign thing to them. So again, keep in mind, you are all winners. Okay, where's the drum beat? All right. So let me say this. From first down, the name of the school, and then the points. Now keep in mind, if you have a notepad or a pen, write the scores down, because like I said, the scores are so very close together. So the 2025 National Law Day Debate Champion goes to Pohnpei Our Lady of Mercy Catholic High School with a total score of 661. 661. Okay? The first runner-up goes to Yap Catholic High School. The score is 659. First one was 661. First runner-up goes to Yap High School with a point of 659 points. Third place goes to Pohnpei STA with a score of, here it is, 658 points. 1 point between STA, Pohnpei STA and Yap High School. And the first place for the STA team who just came in, Our Lady of Mercy, Pohnpei Our Lady of Mercy High School got first place with 661 points. Yap High School got second place and 659 points. From Bay team, STA gets third place with a score of 658 points. Then fourth place goes to Chuk Xavier with 609 points. Yes. And then the fifth place goes to Chuk Saraman Christian Academy with 604 points. Again, 4 points, 5 points between the fourth and the fifth. And then Koshai High School, or Koshai STA High School, number 6 gets a point of 579 points. Let's give congratulations to all the teams, all the teams. Should I repeat the scores, or you got it all? You got it? So again, congratulations to all of you. I have the master matrix, which if you want, we can always make copies for you. But let's give our judges a big round of applause, please. We normally give out the awards during the award night this evening, but since we already have the laptops here, we are going to issue the awards, the scholarships, and the certificates. But for the trophies, it will take us we'll issue it tonight because we'll have to mount on the trophies the schools that, depending on your rank. So the trophies will be issued tonight, 6:30 at Nautilus, but we will proceed in issuing out the laptops. Sandy, maybe you can ask our judges to come in. So while waiting for our judges to help present the awards today, it's proper that I take the time also to acknowledge those who made this year's debate possible. Yeah. Chief Justice or Judge Shang. So our judges are here. We'll proceed with the award before I do the acknowledgement. So maybe you have the representative and Sandy, maybe you or one of our staff to come and help me with this Koshai team. Would you come up, please? Yeah, so that's Koshai. So let me just read one of them. So this is a certificate of participation. It's given to the student for participating in the 2025 National Law Day, July 11 and 14, 2025, in Tafol Koshai Federated of Micronesia, and it's signed by our acting Chief Justice, Pulin Carl Warswick, and the chairperson of this year's National Law Day debate, which is Sandy. By the way, let's give our staff a big round of applause. The chairman, Johnny Peter, is our vice chair for this year. Linson is our MC. So this one goes to Priya Aiko Net. Bang in. Or give him the. So you get a laptop. The winners all the debaters, all the alternates, and the coaches all will receive a laptop, as well as the certificates. The scholarship awards we will be issuing out as well. $2,000 goes to the debaters across the board, whether you're first or third Each debater receives $2,000. The alternate debater receives $500. So this certificate goes to Fatalina Salina. Give her one of these. Hey, thank you. Oleander Canere. Here, Judge. And the person who worked so hard. Now, this coach, if I'm not mistaken, she was one of the first debaters of National Law Day. So if you have any questions as to how it started, what I understand the scholarship they received was less than, I think, $200, the max. So for you to be receiving $2,000 now, it's a good, it's been a great success, and it's really based on the cooperation to support that all governments have. And so thank you, Lena. Wait, I have the scholarships. Oh, this is the mail. Hold on for your most important one. You can cash it tonight. They may have to. There's also a sheet that I would ask that you sign after this. This is to confirm you received your laptops. So these are the checks, 2,000 for Priya. Sandy, if you can just have them sign. $2,000 for Vatalina. $500 for Oleander. My copies, just sign my copies. Oh, this was the switch? Yeah, okay. So yeah, there was a change within the Goshai debate team where the debater, the alternate became the main debater. But by the time we received the notice, it was too late. Checks were already printed. And so this is something that they will have to arrange between the two of them. So while we're waiting for them to sign, this is something that, you know, as the administrator of this, we ask kindly. And we also have to apologize because requests came in. Keep in mind that we're working with 4 states. And so sometimes when requests come in, we have to get things processed at the finance office. We don't issue checks. And so when last minute changes like this occur, there's no more time to be going back and forth. And one of the requests that came from our Chuk team, Xavier, is because the students, Xavier is also unique because the students are not necessarily from Chuk. So one of the alternate debater was in Yap, and one debater was in Guam, one in Saipan. The request was whether the court could pay for them to come from their respective states. The answer was, unfortunately, we couldn't afford that. First of all, our budget request to finance was not approved in its entirety. So we had to work with a very limited amount. And for us, the main priorities were to make sure we have your scholarships, make sure you have the travel, make sure you have, you know, everything is in place. But that's something that the committee will consider in our next meeting of upcoming debate. So any speeches coming from the team, you can reserve for tonight if you want. If you're eager to say something now, because we're live stream, actually, it's not bad. If you want, you might want to say that now so your parents, colleagues can see it. If you want. If not, we'll proceed on. You want now or later tonight? Okay, later. All right, proceeding on. Thank you. Let's give Koshai a big round of applause. Chuk STA, please. Why did I say STA? Saramen. I see it. Same thing, the certificate goes to the student for his or her participation in the 2025 National Law Day debate held in Tofol on July 11 and 14, signed by our acting Chief Justice and the chairperson of this year's Law Day debate. So this certificate goes to Naila Giaoloa. With a laptop. Yeah, laptop. Yeah. Summer Mori. Mayumi Lomongo. And of course, none of this would be possible with the hard work of our coaches, our chaperones. So Michael Canas. Please come up to also sign your scholarship checks. Just for the records, for the coaches or chaperones, because this is during the summer, and we know the Law Day Committee understands that school is out, and so the work of the coaches are very critical. There has been times when the students themselves would have to search for someone who is willingly and can voluntarily coach them. Because of the anniversary of the court that falls on July 12th, we cannot move it forward or backward. It falls during the school break. And so therefore, the least that the court could do is provide a laptop to the coaches as our small way of token of appreciation for the work that you do. So really, thank you all to the coaches. Let's give the coaches a big round of applause. And congratulations to Chuk Team Saramen. May we have Chuk Xavier, please. That's it. Here. The certificates go to Ha'ani. Ha'ani. Their laptops are on that side. They got their laptops. Mia Miyoko. For Trinity. And for Coach Chris. Your checks are being issued on that side too. So let's give Team Chuk Xavier a big round of applause, please. You're good, thank you. Third place, Bombay STA team, please come up. Miss Saihan Overrod. Cheyenne. Tony Pritchard. Now you can watch social media on your laptops. Noah Panuelo. And Coach and Vice Principal, Leighton Edward. Let's give Bombay Team STA a big round of applause. Please don't forget to sign. There's a sheet for the receive of the laptop, so I have it in my other bag. All right, the second place winner goes to Yap State. Yap Catholic High School, please come up. Anthony Rudmuck. For Martin, Irene Southwick. And Coach Sarah Lane. Again, your trophies will be issued tonight at the reception tonight. Let's give Yap a big round of applause, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, the champion for 2025 National Law Day Debate, Bombay Team, Our Lady of Mercy Catholic High School, please come up. Jasmine Rose Ringland. Karishma Paul. Jesline Kayana Philip. And Ben Russell Figueres, not only is a coach, but he's also in the state, Bombay State Law Day Debate Committee. So thank you, Russell, for all your help. Thank you, Associate Justices One Word and Associate Justice Chang William. You could remain seated. Again, let's give the champion for this year's debate a big round of applause. Good, thank you. Congratulations, all of you. So on behalf of the FSM Judiciary, or on behalf of the FSM Supreme Court, I'd like to give really thanks and recognition to those who've made this year's National Law Day possible. Our big recognition goes to our FSM presidents and the executive branch of the national government. You heard on the first day, President issues a proclamation recognizing July 12 as the National Law Day debate. Thank you to our FSM Congress for their continued support. Of course, with the State Department of Education, all 4 states have been very, very helpful. All high schools. We have 6 high schools represented today. But at the state level, during the state debate, there were more than 6. And as the moderator mentioned, or the MC mentioned on the first day, we are trying, our National Law Day Committee, are trying as much as we can to get your feedback so that every year the debate is improved. How can we do to improve each year's debate? And so for the past year, less than 5 years ago, I would say, the scholarships have went up from $1,000 to $2,000 for the debaters. We didn't used to have alternate debaters. This is also something new, and we felt that it was important to have alternate debaters because in case something happens to the debater, the alternate will automatically step in. These changes occur because we have experienced these in the past. We've had situations where the debaters, actually, one of the debater got sick, therefore, thank goodness we had an alternate, you know. So that's why it's important that we do have an alternate debater. The laptops were also something new, and we want to try our best to keep it that way. It started during the COVID period, where we couldn't have in-person debate, but instead we had a virtual debate. And that was also very good for us because the court at that time recently had our equipment upgraded so that we could have a virtual court proceedings. And we had the training, not knowing that we didn't know what COVID was at that time, but we upgraded our system. And it happened where COVID, we had the lockdown, and COVID hit, nobody knew what to do. But thank goodness the court judiciary had the capacity to hold virtual hearings. So that's where the idea came up. We had to go back to Congress and justify why laptops were necessary. So, and we're continuing to justify that the students need, in addition to the scholarships, they need their laptops. They need their travel authorizations to travel. We want to continue the rotation period, and as we've stated on the first day, YAP will be our next host for next year. So we're expecting that our YAP debaters would look forward to receiving us. You will be part of our organizing committee. So thank you to YAP. But it's important that we recognize the debaters, the parents and the teachers. I know that there are some family members that are here. In some occasions, we have families that actually travel with their students. So without the support of our parents and teachers especially, colleagues, none of this would be possible. For the Koshai State Government, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sticking with us. It was a challenge because this office, this new conference room, when we arrived Tuesday last week, it was not completed. We had to work with the contractors, and really we should thank the ARM construction company for trying hard best to work with us to at least complete this section of the conference room. They will continue the work after we all leave tomorrow. So the Koshai branch, executive branch, the governor, the lieutenant governor, of course, the Koshai State Legislature. And this is for the Speaker and Koshai State Legislature. If you're listening in, this is a special request by all of our debaters and coaches that visited your beautiful island to say their big thank you to you for the accommodations, the offices that you provided them, the snacks and the refreshments that they have. So I did receive several requests to really, this is a thank you coming from our coaches and debaters. So thank you so very much for accommodating our students. Koshai State Judiciary, Chief Justice Salik and all the Associate Justices, as well as the Koshai Land Court and the staff of the Koshai Judiciary. Thank you so very much. You have been helpful from day one. Thank you so much for all the support and all the help that you have provided us. I really personally would like to give special recognition to the court administrator of Koshai State Court, Mr. Marston Luckimus. The work that you see, product that you see today, didn't just happen yesterday. It took us months of preparation, months of planning. So thank you, Marston, so much for all your support. We also would like to recognize the pastor that was here giving, it was the speaker, Pastor Philip, who gave the invocation, and Pastor Skilling, Eden, who delivered the benediction. Thank you both for all the help. And the choir, the sisters that sang beautifully the national anthem. That was very beautiful. Thank you. Glonamalla. We'd like to also thank the National Police. It was the National Police that also assisted us in the the rising of the colors. Of course, our keynote speaker, Congressman Johnson Asher, for the keynote address that really touched a lot of us, if not all of us. Koshai State Police and the court marshals also played major role in ensuring that everyone is safe. Aaron Aloka, sitting right here. Thank you so much for the live stream. I understand, what's the number we received so far? First day was 1,005. This was just few hours after the live stream was out. Now we're in 5,000, still going. So thank you so much. If you get a chance when you go home and you want to see yourself, you can. So go on the YouTube, FSM Supreme Court, National Law Day 2025, and you'll see the entire program from day one to even today. Really, we want to thank the Nautilus Hotel, the management. They've done an excellent job also in accommodating us with last-minute requests on, we want this, we want that. They have been very, very accommodative. So thank you so much to the Nautilus management. The Tree Lodge and Senny's Enterprises, thank you for hosting, being the host for this year's Law Day debate. All our debaters from Pohnpei, Chuk, and Yap were housed at the Tree Lodge. Because of the limited room, we had to pull the Koshai. And so Koshai is at the Nautilus. So thank you again for Tree Lodge, Senny's, who helped with the catering. I have received nothing but compliments on the selection of the food that were served. By the way, there's still a lot of the soup, just Koshayan soup, just came in as you were coming up. So when we're done, please go down and help yourself. So I really would be remiss if I don't recognize our own, the FSM Supreme Court, justices and staff. Not just Pohnpei, not just Koshai, but the staff in Yap, in helping our Yap debaters to make sure that they get their travel authorizations, get on the flight, as well as the Chuk team for helping even organizing the state debates. Thank you to Yap, our Yap and Chuk office. And of course, the Koshai team that is here. Thank you so much. And I hope that next time there's no hesitation, no nervousness, we're ready to go. So thank you so much for the Koshai team and for our Pohnpei. Like I said, I'd be remiss if I don't recognize the hard work of our Pohnpei team. From the chairperson of this year's debate, which is Sandy, you can see she's finally smiling now, relaxing. And the vice chairman for this year is our National Justice Ombudsman, Johnny Peter. We have Linson. Linson, you did splendid on being MC today. Fred, who's been running around behind the scenes, just going back and forth. There's Mela, who's in the back. Notwe. Sometimes you don't see them here because they're busy cleaning up or getting ready for the next event. And then, of course, we have JV. JV, sometimes I will have to tell him to be careful. He's climbing all over in the ceiling, outside the ceiling, making sure that we have the Starlink, making sure we have the live stream, anything IT. This guy is the one that's helping doing all of this. Then there's Royce standing in the back. Thank you so much for dancing away, representing us on the first night, and also to help with all the caterings and with logistics and all that. The timekeeper, there's Choylin now sitting smiling in the back. Thank you so much for doing that. Lillian, that's another person who's worked so hard in terms of preparing. Yeah, she promised she'll dance tonight. But these are people, and of course some of our administrative staff back home, our secretaries, our clerks, and of course our justices, the two justices that came with us today. Let's give a big round of applause to Associate Justice Larry Wentworth, Associate Justice Chang William, our Chief Justice. One of the judges has to stay back in case there's an emergency. So therefore, our acting Chief Justice is back in Pohnpei, but they're all watching. So If you're listening in, Bonpei team, thank you so much. Koshai team says, Kulo na malalap. So thank you for that. Who did I miss? And our judges, of course. The two staff attorneys, General Counsel Alex. Alex came with us, part of our delegation. Where's Tanya? There. She's also part of our FSM delegation. I'm trying to remember your last name. Mr. Stutt, who is a staff attorney for our FSM Congress, also traveled here with his spouse. I don't see Angie here. If you're in, oh, there. Okay, sitting, stand up. Okay, there. So she's also part of our FSM delegation. And there's David Johnson, who has been here many times and is falling in love with Koshai. I'm sure he'll be back again. Thank you, David. Any staff that I missed on this trip? Where is Mikael? We have a representative, Mikael Chesi, who's the Assistant Attorney General, representing the executive, represented the president. He was the one who read the presidential proclamation. I thought I saw him earlier, but he's also one of our staff. And I want to recognize also some people that are here who traveled far. Traveling with the champion today, Our Lady of Mercy. So they also have one of the teachers. If you would rise, please. So, they're part of the team Pohnpei. Not, yeah. And then representing Team STA, she's not only a chaperone this year, but she was one of the debate champions from previous years. So, Maya, please stand. Also with us in the gallery, I brought my 3 daughters with me. They're all daughters. So Victoria, Carl, Tia also was a former debater, and they were also the national champion. I can't remember which year that was. Tia, stand, please. So they have an interest being here. And then my other daughter, granddaughter, Kyra, please stand. She's will be a junior this year at STA, and she came in specifically to watch because she said she wants to be a debater, maybe next year or the year after. And then the one that keeps everyone busy, baby Elena, would you stand, please? She's also, and she's K5. She will be in K5 STA. She learned 2 languages, Koshayan, when she was here last time, and that is Kulo, Lenwo, and Kulo. So she went back home and she was telling her entire family that she learned 2 languages. She's back. She was the one who encouraged the other 2 to come with her. But these are family members, and thank you to the other teachers and families that are with us today. If I miss anyone, my apologies. But I think we got everyone. So that's the acknowledgement that we do want to state on the record, that without your help, without your presence, none of this would have been possible. So we really want, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to say thank you so very much for all the work that you did. So I guess that concludes our program. And who's giving the closing? One word? Just this one word will give the closing. And then again, so you're free between now and 6 or 6:30? 6:30 this evening at Nautilus. Thank you, Kalangan.
Usually they have me doing a closing because they want me to look around and say, we got plenty of food, it's all been paid for, grab it and run. But there's no food up here today, so. But We just had a long debate on minors on social media, and I can just imagine all the parents at home or here, present here, going, we had this debate on minors being on social media, and you just gave my kid a laptop, and they're already spending too much time on social media as it is. Don't worry, we also gave them a scholarship check, so they'll have to go to school, and they'll have to spend at least some of the time on their laptop doing homework. So I guess you're being punished or being, but anyway, I'm sure they'll find a good use for all of it besides just homework, and we'll have another group we'll take suggestions for next year's topic anytime you want to give them, but we'll have another good debate next year, and we'll have more laptops, even though it won't be about social media next year. And I guess we can all go now.
I guess that brings us to the conclusion of our 2025 debate. Thank you all for staying until now, and we will go on our way now, each and every one of us, and hoping that we meet tonight. Yes, please come tonight to Nautilus at 6 o'clock. So enjoy the afternoon, and we'll see you there. Thank you all.